Have you ever wanted to get started with direct mail marketing, but just didn't know how to get started? In this video, I'll show you the exact launch game plan that we use to implement direct mail marketing for our DTC e-commerce brands. Direct mail has become the fourth pillar in our retention plan over the last few years. And as ads get more expensive and email and SMS becomes more competitive, direct mail has a massive opportunity in 2025. Today, we'll be covering the 4-month launch plan that we use to implement a direct mail channel for our e-commerce brand clients. So with that being said, let's dive into it. So first off, we want to talk about why direct mail and why now. As we're filming this video, it's 2024, and we have personally been involved in direct mail since 2019, 2020. And the reason that we got involved in direct mail is we saw that our e-commerce clients were constantly trying to arbitrage different channels within digital marketing. And as more and more brands got into the digital space and started doubling down on e-commerce, we found that all these channels that everyone's trying to arbitrage have become more competitive. For instance, when I started running Facebook ads for clients when the conversion pixel first became accessible to the public and to public brands, that was back in 2013, 2014, 2015 is when the conversion pixel for Meta specifically, when it was just Facebook, became available and all brands could create an ad account and really start running. We had been running ads on Meta way before that, but that was the pivotal time when you could actually track conversions, right? Instead of just who's liking your ads, who's clicking through them, who's doing these basic, more transactional elements within an ad. When the conversion pixel became popular, that was a massive arbitrage. And that's where we saw brands like Movement and Simple Modern and like all of these brands that started building a new medium within Meta and Facebook specifically, and then in Instagram. These brands essentially just re-wrapped up, Pura Vida selling bracelets, Movement selling watches, DeFi selling sunglasses. All of these brands were just taking an existing product and applying it to D2C in a new medium, being social media advertising. And there was an arbitrage opportunity there to really make a lot of money. The main reason being there was an arbitrage opportunity is ads were very cheap and super effective. I remember when a solid CAC was, $4 to $5 to $10, and that was actually considered, expensive to some brands. So there was an arbitrage at that given time. As those channels have matured, specifically Meta matured, similar to how Google matured, the arbitrage is now gone as everyone's at the party, right? When you're the first one at the party, you have an opportunity to really clear house and get through it. So in 2019, 2020, we saw these ad platforms were becoming extremely unstable, right? And those just rolled out through iOS 14 updates and so forth to where we're at today, where Meta is still a pivotal channel in D2C, but it is not something that you want to, ride the coattails of for your whole brand, right? There's no way you're going to have a successful brand if all you're doing is trying to run ads and convert a first-time sale on Meta. That being said, we built our retention program in 2017, 2018, and really got momentum with it in 2019, where we started with email and then layered on SMS. And then in 2019, 2020, that's when we doubled down with direct mail and push marketing. Push with TapCart and direct mail with PostPilot. We saw that there was a massive opportunity to leverage the customer data we have, being physical addresses, and PostPilot in its infancy created a platform that allowed us to easily send retargeting direct mail campaigns through a platform similar to Klaviyo. Now, back in 2020, it was really in its infancy, and to see where it's at now in 2024 is just night and day amazing. We've been a pretty loyal partner with them over the years, and we love it. And we've found that when you start with direct mail, you want to start with retargeting to your existing audience, right? The big reason that you want to start off with this is where you're going to have the highest leverage ROI. I think a lot of brands get turned away from direct mail because they think of prospecting campaigns where brands are just sending stuff to your house and, there's a lot of slippage and just wastage because you don't know these people. You don't have a relationship with them yet. But brands have been running direct mail campaigns for years. And as Meta and some of these other platforms became more competitive and more expensive, it became pretty affordable again to start running direct mail. The reason people stopped, direct mail kind of lost its sexiness, I want to say, from 2008 to 2016, 2018, was because it got really expensive. It's costs more to send per unit, and printing's expensive, right? Paper, printing, fulfillment, all of these things were challenging. But as ads got more expensive, it laid out the playing field for the platform. So like I said, this isn't anything different than brands have been doing forever. And, I wanted to share a couple of examples of some brands that we've been receiving, some direct mail pieces to our household. My wife is a huge shopper, just like any woman out there, and we get a lot of direct mail. So I wanted to first share off one of my favorite brands, which is Vuori. Vuori, this is one of my favorite brands. You go to my closet, I'm wearing Vuori top right now. I'm wearing Vuori pants. We love Vuori in this household. And Vuori, is I believe they're valued at like $5 billion right now. And Vuori's been doing direct mail for years. Now, they don't send this to every household, right? This is a great magazine right here, lookbook, going through all their new pieces for their catalog. This was sent, I believe we got this about like 6 to 8 weeks ago, so sometime in October with their fall collection. And the cool thing about this is it's going to highlight all their new products, right? If I'm a loyal Vuori customer, I'm going to be excited to see what new physical products are being put in, what new styles they had, and what I can do to elevate my wardrobe. Like I said, they're only sending this to specific audiences on their retargeting pool. And the whole goal of this is to get you to understand what's new with the brand. How is the product merchandised? What are some new fabrics that they're using? What are some new products that they're highlighting, right? This is a great opportunity to be merchandising and selling the product through a catalog. And like I said, this is nothing new. Brands have been doing this for years. Patagonia, which is another one of my favorite brands. Patagonia was originally a catalog company, right? They sold to some brick and mortar and they had a catalog. They've been doing D2C since the 70s, right? They got in obviously to e-com over the last 10, 15 years, but they built their business off of catalog. Back in the day before e-com, where you would go through a catalog and it had a little sheet on the back, you cut it out or call in and place your order, send a check or money order in the mail. Obviously now with omnichannel, brands are fully integrated. Vuori being a brand where they have brick and mortar flagship locations all across America. They have wholesale programs. They have their own e-com, which I believe their e-com in their brick and mortar is the most solid foundational piece of their business. But it's a great way to highlight products and to essentially win existing customers back. So Vuori is one example as we went into fall and holiday that's trying to win my wife and I back as customers. We're loyal customers with them. We're in their database. And it was a great opportunity here with the catalog version. Another one we're going to be going through is Sephora. Sephora, this was sent to my wife. This is the Sephora Savings Event. This is obviously a holiday piece. We probably got this in the mail, I want to say it was in early November. And obviously the big thing here is the CTA, Sephora Saving Event, our biggest discount of the season and the first chance to shop, right? This was a killer offer that they're putting together. They're featuring a couple different products from their own Sephora collection, from Amika, from Lawless, Vergamore, Patrick TA. And obviously they had some CTAs in here, 20% off from 11/1 to 11/11. And then the Sephora collection, you actually get another 10% off with 30% off. So very, very simple. It's got the code you can use online as savings as the code. Exclusions apply, discounts cannot be combined. So it's telling you about it. Also a cool thing, and I know I ripped this up a little, but you can see a little QR code there too. So QR code, best practice brings you through. Super, super simple, fun piece right here. And then another brand that's been doing direct mail since its infancy too, built itself as a catalog business, Victoria's Secret. Even though Victoria's Secret's gone through a lot of changes over the last few years, they are still running direct mail. And you can see in here, they have multiple offers in here. This is a cool catalog featuring some new products, timeless classics, and very, very tasteful piece. It's got a couple of direct offers in here, and it's obviously trying to get you to shop before a certain time. So there's a heavy CTA. They match it up like it's a little gift guide. They give you a couple of good direct offers, another great example. Like I said, I wanted to start off with those examples just to show you they're not sending this to everyone. These were all sent to my wife specifically. She's in their database, she's an active shopper, she loves these brands, and they sent to them. So why direct mail and why now? Well, if I haven't told you enough yet, first off, you're using direct mail because you want to monetize your customers' physical addresses. That's number one. Two, it's getting more affordable. As we saw, Meta ads, double or triple and quadruple the CPMs throughout the holiday season. It's getting expensive to get in front of your customers. And even with the iOS 14, 15, 16 updates, we can't guarantee that our past customers are going to even see our ads, or that they're going to see an email, or they're going to see an SMS campaign or anything else, right? And two, if our customers aren't opted in, if they're opted out of tracking, right, on their phone, they're not going to get our ads. If they're not opted into email or SMS communication, they're not going to get those campaigns. We have to be fully compliant there, right? Next, tech does a lot of the heavy lifting. I mentioned our partner, PostPilot, that we love and we use throughout all of our clients. The tech does the heavy lifting now. Now you can set up an account with PostPilot and run campaigns, either automated campaigns or campaigns directly, to specific segments, and have them fulfilled, sent out, and all taken care of, just like you do in Klaviyo with your email. You can do that with PostPilot. And then fourth, it's an evergreen channel, guys. This is something that you can consistently mail your customers every month, every season, right? Depending on what type of offers you have, what type of products you have, what's going on in your business, you can consistently mail your customers. Like I said, these things are only going to compound and become more important over time. And that's why I want to go into our 4-month game plan, right? So we built this 4-month roadmap. It's really a 120-day roadmap over this past year, as we've had quite a few clients that have come through and wanted to consult with us and really get their feet wet before they fully dive into direct mail marketing. And we're going to dive into what each month looks like, right? Like I said, it's a 120-day roadmap. We're going to start off with month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, walk you through what you should be doing in each month. And I'm also going to have a link in the footer to a Google Doc that has all this information in there. You can take that Google Doc, copy it, do whatever you want with it. It's a free gift to me. You can do what you want with it. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you can leverage it. So in month 1, 0 to 30 days, you're going to want to add the PostPilot app to your Shopify store and actually get the account activated. That's going to be the number one thing you're going to do. And you're going to want to start off by building certain segments in Klaviyo. So in PostPilot, you actually build your segments in Klaviyo and then import them into PostPilot. And you're going to want to start your first campaigns with win-back opportunities. This is usually going to be past purchasers that are non-email subscribers. You're going to want to activate with like 3 to 4 different segments. And these segments are all going to be relative to the budget you have. Sometimes we start with a 10, 20, 30K budget. Sometimes we have a 2 to 5K budget for our clients. Depending on the budget you have is going to be dependent on how many actual campaigns you can send, or I should say actual units you can send. But the biggest win back here is going to be past purchasers past 90 to 120 days that are not active email or SMS subscribers. You're going to be shocked when you see how many past purchasers you have in your database that are not actually subscribed to email or SMS marketing. That right there is going to be the big win back. The next one is going to be your whale clients. So these are going to be VIPs, people that have had 3 or more purchases or have also spent over a certain threshold. You're going to want to focus on creating a good, solid win-back opportunity with a really, really solid CTA and offer, right? You want to have an offer, and you also need to make sure that your campaigns can run for at least 2 to 3 weeks when you do this, especially when you start. And you're going to let it run. So that's what you're going to focus on in month 1. As we go into month 2 with the strategy, this is where we're going to start implementing automation flows. We're going to want to build out a post-purchase flow, abandoned cart flow, customer win-back flow. We can build flows directly in PostPilot just like we can in Klaviyo for email and for SMS. And then in month 3, this is where we're going to really focus on, running campaigns to our VIPs and focusing on running campaigns for new product launches or new seasons, right? Just like Viore, this is a new season. They're winning customers back here. We want to be highlighting those products, right? We want to be getting in front of new customers when they've seen this. Just going back, this past 30 days, one of our biggest campaigns through the holidays this year was just sending a hype campaign, which essentially a week and a half to 2 weeks before our direct mail public sale went live, we sent a direct mail piece and said, hey, we're having this sale. We built out 4 to 5 different cohorts that we were sending to, and that became the key focus. So like I said, month 3, you're going to want to finish on implementing any automation that you're still working on, and you're going to want to focus on high LTV customers right here. Those are your whales. Those are the people that spend the most amount of money with you. And a lot of clients will say to us, well, why would I focus attention on them? They're already good customers. Trust me, they're going to be really excited to get something like this in the mail from you. In month 4, once you've established all of these campaigns, this is when you can start focusing on prospecting. So everything we've been talking about up until this point has been retention, your existing customers. The cool thing about PostPilot is you can give them different personas based on your customer attributes, where they live, how much money they make, what interests they have. And PostPilot can actually go out with their data partner and build a segment for prospecting. Now, I will tell you that prospecting can get really expensive very, very fast. You're going to need at least a 17 to 20K budget to run a prospecting campaign to really do it right. And you're going to want to do something more than just a regular postcard. You're going to want to do a catalog similar to this Victoria's Secret piece, just because you're talking with someone that's cold, right? They've never heard of you. You don't know if they're problem aware, solution aware, brand aware. You want to make sure that you can highlight the problem, solution, the transformation that your products actually provide. And you're going to want to obviously include a killer offer in there too to get them. The whole goal of here is we want to measure back, what does it cost us to get a new customer in the door, right? I wouldn't get into top of funnel if I didn't have at least a 20K prospecting budget. So at the same time, month 4, we're still running retention campaigns. You're going to be running winbacks. You'll notice variations on a theme, just like email or SMS. We don't just send one campaign. You need to be doing it consistently. You need automated campaigns, and you also need one-off campaigns. So like I said, that is really the 4-month roadmap in a nutshell. I know that I'm trying to make it as simple as possible in this video for you guys as I can. But just remember, if you really want to be successful with direct mail, it's going to require the same ongoing attention and investment that you're giving all your other marketing channels. If you want my expert guidance on how to build a direct mail channel, or if you want me to run your direct mail campaigns, then check out the link in the description below and learn how we can work together. As a freebie, like I said, I'm going to include a link to this 180-day direct mail strategy in the show notes, so you can grab the link there and make a copy for yourself. And if you're interested in more tips, watch my next video where I discuss how to create a retention campaign calendar for your e-commerce brand today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love you. If you got any notes, if you got any questions about anything we talked about, plug in a comment. We read these comments on all platforms, whether you're listening on Spotify or if you're watching on YouTube. Please leave a comment. We love listening. And if you enjoyed this video and you want more videos like this, subscribe. We're trying to put out 2 to 4 videos a week now, just on long form. And what's going to get us to do that is more subscribers. So like I said, if you like this video and you feel like it's helpful, please subscribe. We'd love to have you, and leave a comment. Take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoyed something. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.